All right. Hey, people, I'm back. So yeah, we did end up having some slight issues earlier that resulted in having to completely restart the stream. These things happen. I'm gonna be real. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the stream delay is nowhere near as bad as it was whenever I ended the last stream. Obviously, because it is a new stream, people are gonna have to, like, come over here from over there. I also think I might have fucked up, because I don't know if you know this, but when you're looking at the stream settings for YouTube, it has on it, it has your privacy setting, which is basically whether your live stream is available to the public, members only, unlisted, private, whatever. Well, here's the problem. I think it was left on unlisted, which meant that people with the link, and only people with the link, could actually access the stream. I think. And if that was the case, I'm sorry. That was a complete mistake on my part, and I did not mean for that to happen. As for, you know, part one of these streams, it will be up later, but until then, you'll just have to deal with part two being a thing that you get to watch. I did get my coffee, so we're happy. We're good about that. I also got some of my sister's sourdough bread. Cheddar jalapeno sourdough bread. Because I was getting a little peckish, and I wasn't going to make myself a full meal. So if I'm eating anything like I am right now, don't worry. That's just me having some delicious bread. All right, but we will go ahead and start things up. My OBS is having a few issues with the fact that, you know, it had the old stream going on, and now it has the new stream. We haven't really seen anything since then. We basically made it through Act 1 into Act 2, talked with Einhar, talked with the people, the Asmeri people. Yeah.
Best prepare, survivor.
I think, can I do anything here? You know, I could actually do this one.
The first ones are watching, survivor. Don't disappoint them.
Okay, maybe I can do this one, actually. I thought this would work like a tutorial, but maybe not.
I like this.
Wow, I actually did it.
The ritual is complete.
I am actually impressed that I did that. Main reason I wanted to do that was just because I think that I get more dialogue with Einhar now.
The crunch of bone, the splatter of blood. Is there anything as satisfying? You have proved you're a survivor, and the first ones have rewarded you. Capture more beasts, perform more rituals. This is what we will do, yes? The first ones have many blessings to bestow. We will discover them. Now go, survivor. More beasts await. The end is coming, Exile. Of that, I'm sure. Just not so sure when. Maybe tomorrow? Maybe 3 years from now? No more than 3 years from now. When the end arrives, we must be ready. The first ones will return. They will bring the survivors with them to the Great Grove. We must prove we are worthy. We must sacrifice the beasts we find at the blood altar. Feed the altar the blood of these beasts, and the first ones will bless us. And, perhaps, reveal to us their secrets.
Makes sense to me.
See you, survivor.
Is there anything down here? There is stuff down here. Wait. No, it isn't. Never mind, there's nothing down here. Giant arachnids. So yeah, we at least get to know what these things are actually called, is the good news. If we have them. Disease-bearing arachnids. Pitbull. Sorry, that jalapeno bread had a bit of a kick to it, actually. Oh. Just a little bit of a kick. But yeah, we did manage to get everyone talked to with regards to Act 2 at the moment. Hello, welcome back. Welcome back. We are back. Gaming. Again, very sorry that we had to move stream, but YouTube is not exactly the best. Oh my god, I'm dying. I'm not. I'm fine. YouTube is not exactly the best streaming site, especially when you live in the middle of nowhere, Texas. But the good news is that, you know, we're making do.
When I'm ready, and not before.
The den. The den of the great white beast. His name is Nate. There it is. I don't suppose there is anything else in here that I should know about. I think it's pretty much just, you know, extra lootables and whatnot. Like this essence monster. A delicious banana. Put that on there. All right. Well, I can at least go back to town and learn more about the Great White Beast now that it is not much of a problem for the people around here. Oh, Iron Staff. Wait, hey, that's gonna be an upgraded base type, I think. I mean, whether it's actually better than what I have or not is up to random chance, but... Sell it. Yeah, that would actually be a good route to go later. Because obviously I'm going to go for the damage penetrates cold resistance thing because that is a massive damage increase. Okay, I'm pretty sure around here... Yeah, there is lore here. Etchings on wood.
I haven't slept. No one has slept. Not for 3 days, not since the Black Storm in the Northern Ranges. Not since the nightmares began. Violent and twisted night terrors. They whisper to us, tempt us, threaten us, beguile us. They promise terrible things in return for even more terrible acts. My husband, Daenerys, went to Alliston to find a doctor who might help. He should have been back yesterday. I fear for him. I fear for all of us. It has been a little over a week since the Black Storm. My husband has not returned, and sickness now sweeps through our village. Many have died, and those who have lived have changed. These were folk we once called neighbor and friend. Now they limp and stagger through the night, their deformities as grotesque as the madness in their eyes.
So that's from the perspective of a citizen of the Eternal Empire, because this area used to be a township of the Eternal Empire is the thing. This used to be an area, like a place that the people of the Eternal Empire would call home. But now, obviously, it's been long since passed, and very much long since, like, fallen to corruption as well.
The moon was full the night of the Black Storm. It is full again. They have come for me. They have come for my daughters. Bravalo called out while the others skulked and muttered in the darkness. Corran went to them, arms open, welcoming. The nightmares told her to. My uncle tried to stop her. Bravalo crushed his skull with his smith's hammer. I barred the doors and windows, but they screamed like monkeys and beat themselves bloody trying to get in. I had no choice. I took my 2 youngest and fled through the cellar, following the tunnel to the mill. All we can do is hide and hope. God help us.
Damn. Really does show you just how fucked things got after. Oh yeah, I love how, okay, Moth was pointing this out to me at one point. You can actually still see like the viscera of like where the breach stuff used to be, because this used to be where you would find your first like unstable breach, but if you know anything about the game, you know it probably doesn't make much sense that that would be here right now.
3 Lunari gone now since it all began. Perhaps I am the only one who still looks upon Lunaris, who remembers her name. Soon, I will be gone, and the moon will go on alone. My husband has returned, and he hunts for me. My dead husband hunts me. Corin, too, and my uncle. Corpses rise and walk and feed. My girls, they walk now and feed. God has forsaken us. Lunaris is my witness. Tonight, I return to my family.
Fucking... Wow. Rough. To say the least. Because I can imagine that didn't take... That probably did take, like, several days to, like, all that to unfold. Okay, I actually want to go this way first. I want to kill Creighton first. Technically, they'll all have different dialogue based on if I kill or spare other characters, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. Let's see. And I'm pretty sure that there is also more... There is more lore around here. Well, there's Vicus' giant bone. His bone is giant. Or a green gate. Wait. Huh. I like how that guy just genuinely just appears frequently. That's like the first major encounter with rogue exiles, I guess. Fascinating. I just, nobody ever does that, so you know. It also doesn't do a very good job of showing just how terrible rogue exiles can be to fight. Well, actually, no. It's not that they aren't terrible, actually. I forgot. Rogue exiles, usually, they just kind of appear and then die instantly. Unless you juice them up, in which case, yeah, they are terrifying. Okay. All right, let's talk to Creighton, shall we?
You're trouble. I like that. Now what I don't like, Oaken and Lyra and their thieving mongrels. They keep taking what's mine. I'm thinking you could do something about that. What's in it for you? The amulets around Oaken and Lyra's necks. The ones like mine here. There's power in them beyond reckoning. Take 2 heads and 2 amulets. Bring them to me. And take half the power. That add up right for you?
I like how you can actually, like, help these characters and then they give you permanent increases, but nobody does that because of the extra skill point. Except for Alira, I believe. Some people do take Alira early on because of the elemental resistance. It's like, which one would you rather? Would you rather have an entire extra skill point?
It's kind of disappointing, really. I usually like rats.
Says the rat. Okay, dude. just fucking chill. That wasn't meant to be a pun, I'm sorry. It's like, would you rather have the fun and freedom of an extra skill point, or would you like 8% movement speed? Or Oak is probably the funniest of the bunch because he gives you 20 maximum life. Plus 20 maximum life.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, is that PoE 2 did a much better job of doing that. Well, they also ended up, in the second game, they give you 2 skill points per skill book, but, you know. Yo, 20 max life, sign me up. That's such a good, that's how it feels. It's like Oak is such a joke. Can allocate them separately for each weapon too? Yes! And if you take the Witch Hunter Ascendancy, you can do an entirely different skill tree if you wanted. I probably wouldn't, but you can. Oh, right, I also need to find the, yeah, these things. Because something that I forgot is that there are these devotional statues. The mother of two, once the mother of three weeps eternal. And there are in total 3 of those. Yeah, I did hear about like poisonous concoction just getting absolutely just destroyed. Crime Lord. See, I did play around with the Witch Hunter a little bit at one point before 0.5 came out, and I will admit that one of the big issues with it, I thought that that would be a more fun thing to mess around with, the different weapon set stuff, but unfortunately, it really is just like, it's better for you to have a curse setup and a regular setup. It's not really better for you to have, like, you know, 2 different weapon setups, because nothing like works together properly. I don't know how else to describe it. There's that one. Also, I see another thing of lore down there. I see a lore book.
On this day, the second Sacrato of Verusi, 1334 IC, the Army of Purity remembers its most devout and beloved servant, Archbishop Geoffrey of Frisia. As spoken by Geoffrey, only will and truth can prevail over the evil of our own kin. High Templar Vol, commander of the Army of Purity.
I mean, I couldn't really pay too much attention to the subtitles because obviously I was getting mauled by 8 million mosquitoes, but yeah, I do know that this is basically the place where, well, this is where the Templar Order was basically founded. It's one of the major reasons why Divinia goes, it ends up coming back here, basically.
Love hunting. We will be best friends.
But yeah, I know Archbishop Geoffrey is a major guy. Witch Hunter also has the problem of the ascendancy is dog shit. Yeah, the most that it has going for it is Culling Strike and Decimating Strike at the same time, but that's it. Like, nobody uses the Witch Armor passive, or whatever it's called. There it is. I need this. It's like nobody uses the protection node that it has. But that can be said about a lot of ascendancies in the game. Like, a lot of the old ones, I should say. Plus, why would you play that when the Jamusi is right there? Like, come on.
The very land learns to heed my demands.
A lot of people use the protection. Okay, so I'm just alone. That's my bad. Yeah, I remember they really did not do a good job of, Forgotten Daughter. Oh my god. Okay, she just killed me instantly. Also, for anyone who realizes, that's actually that one interim boss, or the interlude boss in Path of Exile 2. I like how this has been in the game for some time now, and most people don't even realize it exists because it gives you basically nothing. Whoa. Actually, I just realized this is also the same as the level 3 boss, or the floor 3 boss in Sanctum. Yeah, you literally get nothing. I think I even have this. I don't even need that. But let's go back to town. Groost.
I have seen warriors in black in the east. They are from your Oriath. Better fed, better armed than you, Exile. Oriath did not want you, so why does it follow you here? You will understand what you see more than I. Go east and find these warriors in black. If there is danger to us, I need to learn of it.
How about the Chamber of Sins, my dude?
Unclean. Do not eat of the trees surrounding the Chamber of Sins. Do not drink of the water, and do not rest. The beasts there look weak, born badly. They are faster, stronger than they seem.
I know why that's the case. If I remember right, Archbishop Joffrey was actually given the Chitus Plum. Or like wine made from the Chitus Plum or something like that. And that is, of course, an extremely poisonous, like, deadly thing. So I guess that the poison has managed to also seep into the surrounding land, which is pretty cool, actually.
Rocks and water. They move and live like monkey and viper. They die like monkey and viper too. There is no heart to see, but there is a heart to stab, if you can find it with your spear. Going?
Yin!
The white beast's spirit is at rest. No more pain. Take this in thanks from me, and from the suffering animal that you have helped.
I guess I'll take the leather belt.
Yes?
All right, what are your thoughts on Silk?
Silk knows more than others think. He watches. He learns. Look between the words, and you'll see the truth in Silk's stories. There
Elementals?
is land that has forgotten the spirit. Some man told the rocks and water a different dream. Now the rocks and water think they are man. Stay true to you.
Hey, Silk.
The day
What about
has
the-
dawned, Exile.
The great white beast.
Great white beast is dead. Then make a tale, a song to sing, of the mighty Exile and their teacher, Silk the Wise. Many will be impressed, yes?
Yeah, sure, man. Aramir.
This old
Oh,
mind
you got a
shall
lot of stuff.
remember what it can.
Yeen.
A large heart, yet so little sense to go with it. Yena dabbles in things she should not. The spirit she obsesses over. If she is not careful, she will find herself joining it.
How about Silk?
Tales and songs are Silk's meat and drink. Would have made a fine bard in the old empire. Were a fraction of what he says true, we'd have nothing to fear from bandit nor beast, with Silk among us.
How about the Blackguards?
The High Templar's blackguards? They're here, rubbing shoulders with us mere exiles? A mystery indeed, and so near the Chamber of Sins. Whatever they want with that foul place, it won't be for the betterment of humanity.
What about the Chamber of Sins?
The Chamber of Sins? Apparently, the late Archbishop Geoffrey of Frisia gave it that title. It was built by Emperor Cheetus for one Inquisitor Maragaro. How do I know this? Well, to my shame, I did Dominus's dirty work in the selfish hopes of scholarly advancement. I scoured fragments of documents brought back by Fairgraves and Oreso before his disgrace. I unearthed all I could on the Eternal Empire's masters and mistresses of thaumaturgy, a subject of keen interest to our supposedly devout High Templar. If I were you, I'd avoid Malagaro's old laboratory. A place of illness infected by a diseased mind.
I killed Creighton.
The scarred one is no more. I wish I could say that this bodes well for us. But with Creighton gone, Oak and Alira will only grow stronger.
How about the Fell Shrine ruins?
The Fell Shrine is a shadow of what was once good in Wraeclast. That sigil etched into its stones, it's a descry, from when the Templar truly stood for something. To the ancestors of Ariath, the descry was a flickering torch in the night, a source of inspiration and comfort. Sad thing about torches, they go out.
Fascinating. Einar?
Greeting.
Nope, he's got nothing.
What do you...
Alright. So I guess that means we can continue on through the crypt. And this should be a place that has some pretty good lore, because this is, if I remember right, this
When
is...
I'm ready and not.
I think this is actually the crypt that the Templars used for a long while. Back when the Templar Order was actually, like, you know, as Aramir was saying, kind of cool. It was kind of radical, if you will. Wait, there is lore here. Oh, you know why there's lore here? Having so many issues with YouTube today. Okay, yeah, I was like, because I have not been having any issues on my end. Not like last time where, for some reason, the stream was dying. I also totally forgot to look at the monograph from earlier.
Fear gnaws at the entrails of the faithful and the faithless alike. Fear of the unknown, fear of the future. An empire requires leadership that can assuage those fears through example, through wisdom, through strength. An emperor lights the way through the darkened caverns of uncertainty.
Chat had just stopped working. Oh, that is weird. So I do want to go through these because I know that there are tidbits of lore to be found. Okay, I guess only on the monograph. That does make my life easier. That's another guy voided. I did also I didn't mention, but whenever I was AFK, I like walked by my computer and I did see that someone else had been voided, so we're already up to like 5 people have voided today. But yeah, it does make sense that they would put the Sanctum here, of all places. Because yes, it's here in Act 6. It's here in Part 2, basically. In the Fellshrine Ruins, I should say, not in the Crypt. The Crypt's in a different spot. But it's like, it does make sense that they would do that, because this is basically the founding place of the Templar. Of the Templar Order. Damage penetrates. Like, yeah, you resist cold? Well, guess what? I say fuck your resistances. I should probably turn down my loot filter volume a little bit since I have the master volume turned up a bit, but let's just for now, I'll just do a small amount. There's the man. And he's dead. Golden hand, an open palm raised in peace, cut down by the slaves of war. Give it to Yeen.
You are Dream Tender, my new name for you. Badness is everywhere around us. You bring us something good. Now, I promise to share. Let us awaken the spirit bring even more good into this life.
Skill point! Give me that. Also, I just realized I accidentally put the flask away. Where did it go? There it is. Okay. Let's go ahead and see about rolling this, shall we? Nope. 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 No. Yeah, I think this one is straight up just going to be the best I get for a while. I tried rolling it a bit. We'll see. Or we saw how that ended up. Ooh, increased elemental damage with attacks. It's basically the same as I had, but hey, that's okay.
What trouble?
Let's see. Does anyone have anything new to say?
Greetings.
Greeting.
Nope. Nobody has anything to say. Alright. Time to go to the Chamber of Sins.
When I'm ready, and not before.
I believe this is going to be a lot more of a lore dump area.
Stinks of thaumaturgy. Could learn a thing or two here.
Because this is Malagaro's sanctuary. Not to be confused with Malagaro's sanctuary from Part 2, but you know. Ancient Reverie device, which is a map device, obviously.
Inquisitor. If you attempt to transmogrify a virtue gem without the proper mental preparation, you will be a puppet master working strings made of vipers. Remember, these gems are phantasms in crystalline form, alive, with volitions inscrutable. Master conscious dreaming, as I instructed you. Your death would mean little to me, Malagaro. It's what your demise could unleash that concerns me. Malachi.
There's Malachi once again. It is fascinating to me just hearing like names that I've heard so many times pop up in the lore because, well, obviously Malachi is the Act 4 final boss. It's fascinating. That's really all I have to say at this point, is just everything about this has been fascinating. I like this.
Got him!
Also, taking this at a much slower pace is actually very relaxing, I'll say. Like, obviously, I'm so used to just zooming through everything that this is just like, this is chill.
When I'm ready,
I can just take my time and have some fun. Let's listen to the words that Izuro has to say.
The path to justice is slender and perfidious, fraught with missteps of ambition and despair, egotism and doubt. Should you choose this road, beware those who would waylay your hopes and disembowel your dreams. Remain sure and remain true.
Okay, I like how every single time he has written one of these, I already know what the joke is, or what the twist is, because the person that ended up succeeding Izaro, however you say it, the person who succeeded him cheated his way into victory. And it's really funny that he would have all these like wise words to say that are quite directly calling him out before he even rises to power. It's just funny to me. This game does understand when and how to do, you know, irony like that. It is awesome. Also, I hope your blood was being drained for a good cause and not a nefarious one.
Failure stings, sister. Yet pain is the finest of all teachers.
Yeah, I feel like people forget that she has dialogue there.
That thing! It slaughtered everyone! Help me!
I mean, I forget that she has dialogue there. Also, Helena, what are you doing over there? Alright, well, let's go kill this guy. Baleful gem, the withering glare of corruption made corporeal and pellucid in crystal. Transmutia device.
I bequeath this transmutia device to you, Inquisitor Maligaro, in recognition of your devotion to our sublime art. May it be the chariot that conveys your dreams into reality. Malachi, Thaumaturge Laureate to the Empire.
So yeah, that was literally just a gift from Malachi.
When I'm ready, and not before.
All right, Helena, what are you...
Piety was after a creation of Meligaro's called the Baleful Gem. It's nearby, and it's something that heartless bitch must never get her hands on. You have it already. Thank innocence. All right, take it to the Esmeri village by the river. I'll meet you there, for my days with the Ebony Legion are done.
Oh, so she was a blackguard.
Piety was after it.
Huh. I think the coolest is Templar after Dominus. To be fair, the Templar is just, in general, like one of the coolest characters in this whole game. I love the Templar. And if I hadn't already made one, I would have absolutely made... I would have made a Templar for this as well. Unfortunately, it is now time for Crab, is a character that I am keeping for the rest of this league.
The Oriathan girl, she is alive. She wants to stay with us, not to go back to her people. I say we take her traitor's heart to the chief. Ask that the warriors in black leave us be. I sleep less, but no more, thanks to you. Helena gave me these. Use it, or cast it away. I do not care. I have no time for Helena's breed of peace.
Ranger has the least interesting interactions in general. I honestly agree with that completely. I'm gonna be real. I completely agree with that. Love crab staff? Join the club.
I gave the Ebony Legion my faith and my loyalty, and it offered me nothing but fear and death in return. Thank you for freeing me from both. I have nothing to give you but my gratitude and my knowledge. I know you have no use for the former, so let's hope the latter makes up for it. Piety led us into that wretched place in the hopes of finding a device named simply the Spike. Fashioned by Inquisitor Meligaro, it was said to enable the injection of Calibric Extantia into living flesh. Calibric Extantia being the corrupt energies locked within virtue gems. We couldn't find the Spike, yet we met its most successful application.
Oh, so that's what... tell me about the Baleful Gem.
According to his notes, the Baleful Gem was a byproduct of Meligaro's attempts to enhance the already formidable qualities of virtue gems. It was an abject failure, yet Meligaro wasn't one to waste his atrocities. By combining the Baleful Gem with the venom extracted from one of his arachnid subjects, he brewed something called Black Elixir. He proudly proclaimed it to be the most potent poison in existence, until it was stolen by a man named Victario. It was rather entertaining to read Meligaro's intentions for Victario once he caught the man. Twisted, yet I can't fault the Inquisitor's creativity.
Damn. How about Fideltus?
Meligaro had an assistant,
Fidelitas.
a man named Raulo. If Meligaro's records spoke truly, Raulo offered himself freely as a test subject. With the spike, Meligaro injected Raulo with a high dose of Calibric Extantia, thus gifting the poor man with both endless life and horrific deformity. In honor of his sacrifice to Meligaro's work, the Inquisitor gave Raulo a new name, Fidelitas.
Fidelitas. I do know that supposedly those two's relationship is a bit deeper than just, scientist and assistant. I do already know about that. And if that is the case, then yes, that means that they were, in fact, gay. Good for them. Tell me about Dominus.
I thought Dominus was a leader of vision, of purpose. The man who would resurrect the eternal empire. In truth, Dominus is only after power. The black thaumaturgical power locked within the virtue gems. He wishes to create a new empire, one in his own image. I drank every night to try and wipe that image from my mind. It's still there.
Prisoner's Gate.
Our expedition made camp in the western forest while Piety took a few men through the pass to Axiom Prison. She was after the research notes of one Chevron of Umbra, a witch who devoted herself to the study of transfiguration during the latter days of the Eternal Empire. Piety returned alone and disturbingly happy with her findings. I've learnt that when Piety is happy, misery is soon to follow for everyone else.
Oh. Okay.
Till next time, shall we keep, Savior?
I think, I'm starting to get a more clear view of what's going on. Silk!
I have story for you. A good story, but not finished. I go into Eight-Leg Forest in southwest. Meet the mother of all 8 legs. We fight. Big fight. From sunrise to sunset. I stick my best spear in mother's eye and return to village. Must not stay away too long. Must protect my people. Now my best spear still in mother's eye. Ermir said to leave it there. That my spear is a thing made for dark science, whatever that be. No, I want it back. But Mother Eightleg would smell me from far off. Catch me by surprise. She doesn't know your smell. So you go. Get my spear. Finish good story with good ending.
My man's literally just lost a valuable artifact just because he decided to poke a spider in the eye with it. Probably in like a rush to get away from it, but it's still funny to think that, anyways, how about Helena?
I like this new Oriathan woman. She has new stories, not like Eramir, who only speak of that which is dead and dust. Yes, I have many questions for this Helena.
All right.
Yes?
What are your thoughts on Helena?
Helena is healing. I make sure of that. But you want to know if you can trust her. I see her spirit. It was born good and needs work to keep it that way. Much like yours.
And Malgara's spike?
If Silk's story of the Mother of Eight Legs is true, then you should go get the spear from her. The creatures near the Chamber of Sins have suffered from a twisting of their spirits. They are sick and angry. If this happens to the Eight Legs, we will all suffer from their fever.
It's actually very fascinating now that I'm hearing all of this. It's like I am directly helping these people one little quest at a time, and it's very fascinating.
What?
How about Malgara's spike?
Silk has the mind of a blood monkey. That spear stinks of sickness. And you are a monkey too, if you believe his story. Stuck in a Mother Eight Leg? More like he dropped it when he ran away from Baby Eight Leg.
And Helena?
I have no use for Helena's kind of peace.
Okay, well, that was quick and easy, quick and to the point.
This
Eramir!
old mind
How about
shall
Helena?
remember, I have spoken with Helena of Dominus and his expedition. It all sounds horribly plausible. Whether we can fully trust what she tells us, time will tell if her torn loyalties are to mend in our favor.
And the Baleful Gem?
Show me this gem from the Chamber of Sins. It has the aspect of a virtue gem, like those you carry already. Yet it's clearly not made to slot into any of your standard equipment. Look at the color. Feel the energy coming off it. Malagaro had little virtue in mind when he made this thing.
Oh yeah, actually. I never actually realized the fact that it is a unique combination of colors, because like it looks like it's both green and like a corruption red. How about Malagara's spike?
Could be the nasty piece of work Silk picked up near the Chamber of Sins. Looks too much like Malagaro's dark science to me. If you can talk Silk into giving it to you, do history a favor and sink that spike to the bottom of the river. Keep your wits
Einar, you got
about
anything to say about this?
Greetings.
No, he doesn't. He has absolutely nothing to say about it. All right, I guess we can move on. Yeah, I'm honestly starting to realize just how much more in-depth and interesting this game's story is now that I'm actually paying attention to it. It does take some time to get started, obviously. I mean, Act 1 was fine, but it was just like... kind of meh, if I'm being real. And a lot of the story is in the lore, in the background information, not so much in what is in the foreground, the stuff that you're actively participating in.
When I'm ready, and not before.
So it's very fascinating to just play it this way. Also, I forgot, I need to activate Herald of Thunder so I can get that added spell damage. Where is Oak? Oh, wait, there he is. Found him. How do I get to him? There it is. I have never seen the door positioned like that, I don't think. That is weird.
So an enemy of hope has fallen. Creighton will not be missed. Did you do it for a higher purpose, perhaps? Something worthy? Like peace? Every day my brethren must battle and die with Alira's thralls of the old road. To spare the lives of many, you need take only one. But if peace isn't enough reward for you, bring me the amulet that hangs around Alira's worthless neck. I trust you have Creighton's in hand already. I thought so. When joined with mine, those trinkets will forge us a new strength, you and I. The strength to bring about peace.
So, oh, hey, they actually upped it to plus 40 maximum life. Hey, that's not bad, actually. One thing... I need to check something. Okay, no, there is no extra dialogue. I've changed my mind. Let's kill him. You have no lore, my dude. Basically endgame buff. I mean, yeah, but like one skill point.
For avaricious little despots like you, Oak.
Where the hell is the... I need the path. I need the path forward. I need the path of exile.
When I'm ready, and not before.
What the... There it is. This was an odd layout. Okay. Back to the riverways. And now we go to the Western Forest and finish up. Well, before we do that, actually, I just realized that Aramir is probably going to want to know about Oak being taken care of, so let's actually tell him about that.
What?
Oh, hey, Groose actually has something to say about vipers.
Their skin makes good boots. Their spit makes painful death.
Good to know.
Travel far.
Dean.
Viper eats monkey, monkey eats viper. The forest is hurt, confused. It fights with itself. There is no peace for us in this war.
Helena?
Hello.
Silk?
If we dream.
Aramir?
This old
Oh, here we go.
shall remember
Ancient
what
gateway.
it can. That ancient gateway to the northwest. It's a peculiar thing, not of the Eternal Empire. It could be Val in origin, a culture I've seen mentioned here and there in some of the most antique of texts. It is the Val who began the use of virtue gems well before our imperial ancestors. Little else is known about them. If only I had my old museum archives, I could have given you a more tempered theory.
So yeah, that's also the first major mention of the Val. Alira.
You have done what none of us could, not even the fierce Groost. And while we are grateful, we dare not sleep with both eyes shut just yet. The balance of power has gone. In overthrowing two lords, you have created an empress in Alira.
Einhar, what do you have to say about this?
Greetings.
Nothing? Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure. Back to your regularly scheduled monster killing. So that means that this side is probably going to have... Ah, there it is. Yeah, that's Alira, so that means on the other In the other direction, on the other side of this map, is going to be the Weaver's Chambers.
The King of Rats, Creighton, dead. And that big, ugly oak, chopped down. You've made quite the impact around here. But I can't say I'm surprised. You've a powerful aura on you, bright as a sunset before a storm.
Clarity, motherfucker.
Now, someone as resourceful as you would surely not have overlooked Oak and Creighton's amulets, the ones like mine here. There's power in those trinkets, enchantment enough to keep my friends and I safe. Give me the amulets, and I'll gladly make you part of that power. You need friends in Rayclast, and believe me, I can be a fine friend.
Yeah, and for helping her, you get plus 15% to all elemental resistances. I have actually heard that her buff is actually pretty damn good, but I want the 1 skill point.
You missed a valuable lesson, sister. Never let the power go to your head.
Proclamation. Ooh.
We, the Court of Reckoning, find you, Doedri Stamatis, guilty of the following transgressions against God. Perversion of God's creation. Promotion of heretical beliefs. Unlawful enslavement of eternal citizens. Torture of the innocent. Murder of the servants of purity. For these most severe crimes, I do sentence Doedri Darktongue to burn at the stake till naught is left but ash. May her life serve as penance for the lives she has taken, and let purity sweep away the dust of her deeds from our firmament. I, Templar Vol, commander of the Army of Purity.
It was really hard not to burst out laughing at the 2 random guys just run up and explode on top of me. But that is interesting. Sigil of Thaumaturgy given in granite. Graven in granite. Let's see. Artery's letter.
Arteri, my beautiful captain. I wish it were not you, but I cannot bring myself to trust any other with this most vital of tasks. This is the only pass between the inner and outer empire. No further exiles are to enter the inner empire. We have material enough for our work. Ensure that the barricade remains in place, and if any exile should somehow pass through, kill them. I will send for you when my work is complete in San. Until we share our next night together. Piety.
They were fucking. All right, we'll talk to Bestel later. Because that's the thing about, like, anything to do with, like, if you're gonna make anything based on, like, old human history, you gotta make sure that the people in said history are horny as fuck, because they were. All right, spider time. The flicker strike spiders. I tend to have issues navigating this place. I'm gonna be upset if it's that little path there. Nope, there it is. I see it. I see the exit. Some good Weaver damage.
need more mana.
Alright, let's see. Malgaro's spike. Malgaro loved his tools and took great pains to keep them excruciatingly sharp. Oh, those are just straight up trapped people. Fun stuff. Aramir.
There's greatness in you. You've proved that without a doubt. And whether you've destroyed the bandits for us or for your own ends, it matters not at all.
It's for my own ends.
You've given us back our home and our future. You say the Lords of Larceny wore these around their necks? These artifacts and that ancient gateway to the northwest, crafted by the same hands, I'd venture. Val hands. And it appears the brigands' trinkets could form a single whole. Give me a moment with them. I used to be good at this sort of thing. Now, this one seems to fit neatly against here. And this third one, well, it looks like it... I'm so sorry, my friend. Are you well? Yes, you are apparently intact. Remarkable, considering... For the barest moment there, you were something altogether different. I'm not afraid to admit it. A rather unnerving version of yourself. If I were you, I'd dispense with that artifact down the deepest, darkest hole that I could find.
The Apex. Though its power has been shared, there is still more the Apex might unlock. Malgaro's creations.
The Baleful Gem and Malagaro's Spike. I'd wager these two grotesqueries were made for each other. A marriage born in darkness. My advice? Send them to their wedding bed. The riverbed.
Really wants me to just chuck it off the bridge.
Yes?
No. Silk?
That spear. Yes, that is my best spear. The one I stuck in eye of old Mother Eightleg. I think you keep it now. Let the beasts and bandits fear you even more. It is my gift to you, from one hero to another. Wait, no, you need more than just spear and happy words for this great deed. You kill Mother of all Eightlegs. You need prize. Here, when I found my spear in the forest, I found these too. You will take, yes?
Ooh! Gems. But what do we want? I don't think I really want any... Well, actually, it's about time I get a 4-link, I'd say. Let's see. More area. Well, that doesn't work with Frostbolt because Frostbolt is a projectile. Yeah, I don't really want any of these, so I'm just gonna take something and call it good.
The day has dawned, Exile.
How about that reopened passage?
The path to the sea is open. You are a legend that lives, Exile.
Cool. Helena?
Piety would have concurred with Aramir's theory about that northwestern ruin. The Val were a powerful civilization predating even the Eternal Empire, and Piety very much wanted to see what toys the Val might have left for her to play with behind those stone doors. Yet we couldn't budge them, not with that giant of a tree holding them fast in her roots. You now carry a cure to that problem, or rather a useful illness. Use the spike to inject the baleful gem's calibric extantia into the roots. One day soon, Piety will find her way into that ruin. You need to get there first.
Yes.
Interesting. Grush, you got anything to say about the bandit lords being dead?
You are a hunter of man. Today you have hunted bandits. Tomorrow, when you are restless, will you hunt us? You should go. Find another hunting ground. Leave us in peace.
Travel far.
Well, we gotta go back in order to talk to Bestel and Lion Eye's Watch.
A stranger like no other faced the wall of the Umbra, opened a pass in a sorry land, gave some hope to a sorry band of exiles and death-soaked castaways, a chance at life on a brand new day.
There. Thought you deserved one of my finest poems, written to commemorate such a mighty feat. Oh, and this. Been keeping it for a very special occasion. Consider yourself just such an occasion.
Skill point! How's surviving Reckless going for you?
One day we'll be strong enough to make our way inland, build new lives on the carcass of a dead empire. It's why God sent us maggots here, isn't it?
It's a pretty good way to think about things, not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
Reopen passage?
Some have dared hope for a better life beyond Prisoner's Gate. Not me. My place is here, easing the suffering of exile as best I can. While we live, we are blessed.
Darkly?
Still alive, are we? You found a way to bring down Chevron's barricade. It's at times like these I recall I'm a man of action, not words. Should we encounter each other in the forest, the roast boar's on me, my friend.
Cool. Now what do I take? Oh, actually, I forgot. This is a really good cluster because I am going to be using stabs. Because it gives me chance to block attack damage, or chance to block damage while wielding a staff, but also increase spell damage while wielding a staff. That combination is quite big, actually. Also, I just realized I can equip the new staff. Just gonna make sure, check back here, see if anybody has anything to say. I don't think anybody will.
Greeting.
Hello.
Hello.
Nope, don't look like it. Okay. Well, I guess we can move on. Fox. Oh. Those are people. Those are people who became one with the tree, it looks like, and then blocked off the passage to the Val ruins. Huh. That's fascinating. I feel like that's like the go-to word that I have at this point. It's like...
When I'm ready, and not before.
It's like I'm basically just becoming Spock at this point from Star Trek, just like, fascinating. Corruption altar. it is interesting that they would give us an introduction to corruption now as well. I mean, I understand why. It's because this is the first time that, you know, it is a Val ruin. So it makes sense that, you know, there would be a corruption altar here, because that's like their big thing. But it is also interesting from a gameplay perspective because, you know, this is the first time in the game that you would really realistically encounter corruption as a mechanic. This game does have moments where I'm like, wow, it is actually surprisingly well, like, designed, but then there's also times where I'm like, no, it also just sucks at explaining things. Like, there's moments like that where I'm like, oh, cool, I understand how the corruption mechanic works, sort of. You risk an item and it can no longer become modifiable, and it introduces it to you very early on. So it's actually a good introduction point. Chaos Orb. But then at the same time, there's, you know, other stuff in this game. Like, for example, on the skill tree, increased damage while wielding a wand. Not to be confused with increased attack damage while wielding a wand, or increased damage from wand attacks, or anything like that. No. It's very, very particular about what you choose.
How fascinating.
Oh, so that really was like an urn, it looked like. Or like some kind of container. Never actually realized that about it.
When I'm ready, and not before.
That's just free damage if you have a wand equipped? Exactly! But only if you have a wand equipped. Let's see. Yeah, I think with how long this has been going on, though, I'm gonna make it to the end of Act 2, and then I'm gonna call it, because as fun as this has been, it is taking a lot longer than I expected to, you know, slowly play through everything. Also, I have a reason to actually go into the Dread Thicket, I think. Alright, so let's actually talk to everyone here, because, you know, you can't see it, but it's basically Eternal Night right now, because they, you know, like Diablo 2, you know, where you have a moment where the sun gets blocked out by an eclipse. Yeah, same thing here.
You disappear into that Val ruin, and now the sky, the light, the very land limps as a leper. Somehow, whether through deliberate act or accident, you've caused this. Now we all suffer your consequences. Different good, different bad. We now know upon which side the coin has fallen.
Lorata?
You've put an end to old Lorata. Twisted of heart and mind were the men who made that gem and that implement of black surgery. And what of the one who chooses to wield their creations? Of course, I wish to know the secrets locked in that tomb, but not at the cost of such a grand old life.
Anyway, Groost!
Nothing like this happens until you are here. Bring back the light, or you will find my spear in your throat.
Alright. How about Yeen?
I dreamed this. A vast creature. A thing of shadow. I saw it escape from a black prison and climb a man-crafted mountain, drifting up its 4 sheer sides like the mist that reaches for the clouds. It gathered at the peak of that mountain and ate the heart from the sun. You smell of that black mist and something else. Guilt. That is it, yes. Guilt is a strong illness. It gnaws at the spirit until there is nothing left.
Okay, but which one do I have? Like Kiriaki? Do I have Defterra? Because, I mean...
want a cure?
Treaty, I'm just
Find
fucked.
the man-crafted mountain. Send the shadow home. And tell the monster to take your guilt with it. I greet you.
Lorata?
Lorata is dead. It is not news to me. The forest screams its grief. You need not carry the blame. This was Lorata's will. I do not question why she allowed you to end her days. I keep her in my dreams, where she might still help us.
Okay. Helena?
There's one bright spot in this darkness you've released. At least it was you who did it, and you can undo it, I know it. Had it been piety, we'd likely never see the sun again.
Yin vision.
A man-crafted mountain of 4 sheer sides. That's a pyramid. Val architecture. I've covered a lot of the countryside with piety and seen nothing like that. Still, history is in the habit of burying its dead. Perhaps you could try looking down instead of up.
Silk?
What has happened? Did the world not rise from its sleep? How do we wake it up? Please, what should we do?
Don't worry about it, man. Aramir, what do you...
For all of her strange ways, I've learned not to discount Yena's more vivid dreams. She's in tune with this land in ways I find difficult to comprehend. As to this man-crafted mountain she describes, I have seen only one structure of its like. Stumbled across sketches in the Theopolis archives, a piece of Val engineering, pyramidal in architecture. According to those documents, the pyramid lies north of the Frisian forest, buried beneath the mantle upon which San rests. I have no idea whether it still exists, or ever existed for that matter. Still, considering the current circumstances, there isn't much to lose in the search, is there?
I see.
Hello.
Einhar has nothing to say as usual, so no worries. Lore? Alright, I want to see if there is value in going into the Dread Thicket.
Beware anonymous gifts.
Oh wow, she actually comments on Ritual for the first time. Huh. Yeah, I think that there's not really going to be any purpose in coming in here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything.
When I'm ready, and not before.
Don't you play Path Exile 2 like this now? Yeah. I really wanted to do this with this game because I've played it so many times at this point. I need to know what's going on. I do also plan on doing it with the second game at some point, but I'm gonna wait until the actual, like, all the acts have been, like, the main campaign has been completed. Not for any other reason than just... I know it's not done right now, but it's probably going to be done at some point in the near future. The caverns. Let's go. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, that's a rock. I thought that was like some weird, like, spider thing. It looked like a little baby wood crawler or some shit. 20% increased damage with while wielding a staff. I had literally just talked about getting the wording right, so that's why I had to double check. I did notice something else about this, is that me paying more attention to the story is making me feel more present in the game world, which is a very good thing. Because that was part of the reason that I really enjoyed like Path of Exile 2 so much, was because of the fact that it did make you feel more present in the world through having all the extra lore and whatnot. Next league is 1.0? Yeah, exactly. Free Transorb.
When I'm ready, and not before.
I'm gonna hope that there's no real lore stuff in here, because it is Val stuff, so Val stuff is usually pretty secretive. I also like to point out to people that this is one of the oldest tile sets in the game, because when they were showing off stuff pre-release, like about how the engine creates maps and whatnot, they actually showed off this tile set specifically, like the Val pyramid tile set. I really like that fact. I love little random tidbits of information like that. That node. What are my defenses looking like right now? Actually, not too bad. Why did I put down a portal? There's no need for me to put down a portal. Alright, Val Oversoul. I was hoping that I would get more explanation of what this was, but sadly, seems like it's just a thing that the Val made, and just happens to look like the Yith from Lovecraft lore for some reason. I like the Yith, by the way. They're good boys and girls, things of alien in nature. Well, that was easy.
A pity. I think we could have been friends.
fucking up a kobold today. Good choice. Also, I have to point out, there's a voice line right here whenever the Templar arrives. He goes, "Son, birthplace of the Templar," and I'm like, every time I just imagine him with his fucking pantsless appearance. Look at him! I imagine him like standing with his arms on his hips, just like, yes, I am here now. All right, Aramir.
Humanity has one redeeming trait. We learn from our mistakes. You certainly gave us a scare for a bit there, but the damage doesn't seem to have been lasting. Thank you for doing the right thing.
Yeah, what do you have to say?
You have made peace with our land. For now, my spear is low.
Yeah, but when next we meet, it'll be death for you. Yin.
I am not surprised. I saw you, in my slumber, drive the darkness away. I am sorry that I did not tell you before. What I see is only what might happen, and I did not want to fill you with more confidence than would have been good for you.
Silk?
I knew this strangeness would pass. Silk does not run from such things. I stand, I guard, when others shiver and shake.
And Helena?
Thank you for returning our reality to us. I think we've all had a glimpse of what could happen if Piety tries to harness the power of the Vaal for her own ends.
Now, if I remember right, I seem to remember in the lore itself that the Vaal Oversoul, the reason that that was like the big act, holy shit, gaudy ass cosmetics. The reason that that was the final boss was because it is basically the culmination of like the darkness that wiped out the Vaal, basically. Yeah, I don't know how else to describe it really, but it's like there's something like that where essentially all the darkness coalesced into one thing and you defeated it, so now it's just gone. It's like, okay, cool. Great. But yeah, like I said, I think that is going to be it for me for now because unfortunately, it has been technically like almost 5 hours in total because obviously I had a part 1 of the streaming, then had technical difficulties when I made coffee and whatnot, and then did that. I've also got to hop off here so I can help my family with some stuff. And I've also got some work of my own that I got to do. Sadly, I had someone messaging me like right whenever I started streaming about artwork commissions because yes, my artwork commissions are open. So if anybody wants, I am completely open right now. Send me a message. We'll talk. Anyways, thanks for watching, y'all. Appreciate y'all coming out, and I don't know when the next part of this is going to be, but I will make sure to ping everywhere I go normally with that information. Blue Sky, Discord, usually just those 2 places. Anyways, but yeah, thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it, and I hope that y'all are enjoying this as much as I am. I'm loving this. This is a good way to play the game right now. Like, it's a good one-off thing. Because now we have ways to go back and like look through all the lore and whatnot. Hell, you could even like go through and just like skip to when we're talking with people and whatnot. It's nice. I'm rambling. So yeah, I'll see y'all whenever I see you next. I don't know when that'll be, but yeah. Thank you for coming, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye!